we're just opening up now. I want to point out that the water is gone already. We gave them extra water on Jamie's birthday, so 2 days ago, and that was after giving them quite a bit 2 days before that. So we haven't been in the hive in quite a while, but well, since the last video. But they have been getting food, and they're pretty excited apparently about getting more. And there they are. All over the feeder. Did you look up? Yeah. That one's having a no, gee, there it is. Okay. Just a couple of unfortunates. Yeah. I think I'm going to put the pollen patty on top of the excluder. I mean, we're not excluding anything, obviously, but the queen, and the queen won't be up here anyway. And there'll be a little bit more room with the feeder on. What's happening?
I don't know. It's just kind of funny. I'm walking away.
Much sugar in this comb. Can you see the glistening inside the cells? Now, when they emerge from brood, they emerge head first. So if you see a bee butt hanging in the air, that's because they're either drinking or depositing nectars or pollens. So there's a lot of that going around. Wow, we have a really big cluster over here. I'm wondering if the queen is in there somewhere. She may be. It would be weird for her. It's a little bit early for her to be up here. Yeah,
well,
great
true.
work.
I'm still on.
Is it? Oh, great work building the combs. And that's what this is. They're just building an igloo, basically. And also, I will need to clean this burr comb. I hate to erase the work that they've done.
Did you get the hive pills?
Yes, please. I did. They're right there on the stand. Thank you. You have the bottle? Careful, got a handful of bees on that one. Man, I hate to take out the burr comb. You gotta do it. But man, it's such a pretty burr comb. They're working so hard on it. This bit has a bit of syrup in it as well.
Well, if you take off a little bit that's going down to the bottom, will they be less likely to build on the bottom?
I'm kind of damaging a couple of the frame combs.
Oh. There you go, much better.
Great work, guys, but not there. Girls, I should say. Ladies. Great work over here as well from frame building, home building. Not as much burr comb on this one. A little bit. Lots and lots of bees. Wow, this frame was, except for the edges, almost entirely built.
Yeah.
Beautiful work. Say that again? Yeah. Alright, so the foragers, when they come in, aren't the ones that put the nectars and pollens in the combs. So when the foragers come in, they turn to the house bees and they do what these guys are doing right here. You'll see they're sort of tongue to tongue. The one bee is transferring from her honey stomach, where the nectar is stored, to the other bee, who will be responsible for putting it away. And they also have to feed the drones, and that is how they feed the queen as well. So they just go face to face and tongue to tongue, proboscis to proboscis, if you will, and transfer honey to feed the bee, or to just transfer the bee the work so they can put it away. All right, this is oh, I'm sorry. Let me hold up. This is amazing work. They're doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing. All of the resources are moving upstairs. I expect to see better brood patterns down in the first brood box now. Or this just could be all the feed that I've given them the last 2 days. Get a 3D landscape. You can kind of see the build-up comb. So the more trafficable the comb is, the darker it gets. So the dusts and whatnot that happen on the bee's feet transfers to the comb. So the darker the comb, the older the frame, the older the wax that they're walking across. So you can get an idea of what's new wax and what's old wax on the frame that way.
Okay.
There's a rare look inside the combs. This is all burr comb and has to be removed, but you can see what it looks like. The nectar is stored in the honeycombs because we had to break it just now. And I hate to set the bees back, but the comb can't be there. What they're doing now is trying to store as much of it as they can so they don't have to recollect it. So we'll just give them a second. got some syrup on the box over here as well from cleaning the comb. These are over here trying to work it out. He may actually be, you know what, there's this drop of syrup on there. He may be stuck. You can rescue him if you want.
Okay, after a few seconds. It's kind of funny. It's like a turtle. Okay, let's see about helping you. He's not really stuck, because he... Why are you on your back? I don't know.
Pretty excited about this corner, I don't know why.
Get off.
The dark comb on the top, absolutely loaded with liquids. So the nectars or the sugar syrup. Good heavens, that is completely sugar syrup. I'm going to hold still and let you do what you want with this one. Let me know when you're ready. They're everywhere. And I would love to use the smoker, but... We have an enormous amount of build over the next couple of frames. Stop touching me. These guys over here.
They're everywhere.
Speaking of everywhere, bees are flying. So those are honey cells on the top corner there. And you can see the parts where they're capped over. That means they are ready. They are fully dehydrated and ready. Now you can't harvest a frame until your frame is 80%, 90% full. But that is honey. And you see they've got a long way to go. Some limited brood over here, but this is pretty typical of an outside frame. Yeah, we still have some brood to hatch, and then they can complete the honey. But we still have brood in the honey pattern, or honey in the brood pattern. Either way. No, I am. Again, before anyone gets excited about the honey, this is their honey. It's not in the honey super. This is their winter and cold weather storage.
A lot more honey.
Nah. Don't wanna do that. They'll get to it when they get to it.
Can't really see her very well, but I wanted to see if, if she goes and gets the other one, then there's a big influx of bees like there was last time.
Yeah.
Three.
That one just fell off the ramp and went swimming.
She kind of like pushed her in there.
She pushed her in.
She did.
She's close enough to an edge. Yeah, she already climbed out. So.
dramatic as last time.